Alright, hey guys, today we're going to do a slide disassembly on the Glock series of pistols. So this will work on any Glock that you probably own. So the first thing you want to do is, obviously we know how to field strip it if you own it. I imagine you know how to field strip it, so we're on safety check, we're good to go, all clear. Point your gun in the safe direction, snap your trigger. And the best way to do this is to just grab back here. Just grab, pull back just, not even an eighth of an inch, and then grab your two slide lever or your takedown levers to press them down, and the slide will just slide right off. Put your frame up, grab your recoil spring, pop that out, and take your barrel out. We all know how to do that. That's the easy part. Actually, it's all pretty easy once you got it. Next you want to do is raise that up. Right in here, there's a little plastic housing that covers the striker. So what you want to do is you want to press that down. If you want to, you're going to be pushing in there. So you see that this little plastic, mine's black. I think some of them are white. And what you want to do is you want to relieve the pressure off this backing plate, because you got to slide this back plate off. So what you're going to do is you're going to push down on this and then put your thumb over and slide it off. If this is the first time you've done this, you might want to get a flathead screwdriver and wedge it in there to get it started, because it might be a little rough if it's your first time. So what you want to do is just go ahead to press that down. I use my table here, push it down, and then slide my back plate off. If my fingers aren't slick enough, I got it halfway off. Now you want to keep your thumb over it, so it's because there is a spring in there. It's spring loaded, so you don't want it to fly off. Just push it down until it comes off. Put that over there in a safe spot. Then you're ready to disassemble. Push your striker out. Just come right out. Only one way it can go back in, so you're not going to mess that up. Now your extractor plunger right here will just pull out just like that, and your spring will go towards the plate. So remember that. Just remember the way you took it out. The spring goes towards the slide plate. So put that up. And the next thing you're going to do is you're going to get the extractor out and your safety plunger. So the best way, the easiest way, is push it. It falls right out. At least for mine does. Maybe if yours is brand new and got the factory oil and whatnot, you might just have to flip it with your finger or your punch. And there, your safety plunger will fall right out too. Also the same thing, it might be a little, might have to pull it out, whatever. And then you're all broken down. Actually, I'm going to make this video so I needed to clean the safety plunger housing. I didn't get to clean it last night because I didn't have any pipe cleaners. That's actually what I was trying to think of. So I'm going to get that just all cleaned out in there. I think I got it pretty good last night, but just wanted to make sure. Get all that assembly. And pipe cleaners are really good for cleaning in there. Cleaning all these tight little holes and everything. Gets in there pretty tight. Alright. So after you clean all that up, you want to put it back together. One thing you do want to remember is not to get any oil in this area back here. You don't want to get your oil. You can spray your gun cleaner. Now if you're using a CLP, an all-in-one, you don't really want to get it back in here. You don't want to get any oil up in this area around the striker, because you don't want to collect dirt and lint, which oil tends to do. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to drop your extractor back in. It'll go in only one way. Got your little knob here. Stick that in there. Go back in there flush. Hold it in. Then put your safety plunger in. Actually, I made a mistake. Let's go ahead and redo that. Rewind that. Put your safety plunger in first. Like so. The spring goes into the frame. Push down and then drop your extractor in. And then the extractor will lock it in. So now it's in there. It ain't going nowhere. The safety plunger will what will hold it in there. So then go ahead and drop your safety plunger back in. Remember, spring towards the back. The part without the spring goes in first. So it goes in like that. Falls right in. Then your striker assembly. Put your striker assembly in like so. Goes in with the only one way. Can't mess it up. Goes in like so. Now here, about the only tricky part to this is you want to go ahead and get your slide plate and get it started in there. Because what you're going to have to do is get you a round head screwdriver, a good punch, at least a bigger one that's going to actually cover this. And to press this down, I'm going to do it like this, if you can see. I'm pushing the black piece down in. I'm going to try to do it so you can see, but it takes a little bit of leverage. So I just do it at the top, closest to the frame as I can, so I can use the frame to support. Actually, I can't do it like that, so you see what I'm doing. I'm pushing the black piece back down, and then get it started up. Push on this while you're doing that. So push that back down in there, slide this up, and you'll have to do the same with the safety plunger. Might be able to do this. Push it, slide it up over it. You know, be careful because that will go flying, and you'll probably lose it. So you got it up like that. Snaps back in place. You can hear it moving around in there. Kind of want to hear that. And that's the slide disassembly. You know, get all that cleaned up. You know, it ain't gonna hurt anything to do that. Every 1,000 rounds or so. I do it more often. I do about every 500 or so. But I'm a clean freak on my guns. But it's a Glock, so it'll probably run thousands of rounds without having to do that. Then go ahead and put your frame back on. Put the frame. You're good to roll. And that's the Glock slide disassembly. Also suggest you get one of these mats. These are about $13. You can go to techmat.com and get them. They're all over eBay. They're $13, free shipping. This breaks down everything for you. So you got your whole parts list if you ever need to buy anything, if you lose anything. Eventually I'll do a whole frame disassembly video. But there's hundreds of these videos out there. I was just bored and felt like doing it. So there you go. If I do want to mention, this will work for the Smith & Wesson SW40 and the SW9 VE series, the Sigma series, since they did copy Glock on this, so that will work for the exact same thing. And so there you go.